Hey, what is up, guys? It is Razorquake back with another video, and today we are here for the first of the new installments of Razorquake Reviews. I was actually supposed to have this video out on Sunday. I'm literally filming this on Monday because, I'm an actual doofus here, there's no excuse. I straight up forgot to record this video. Yes, I forgot to record the video. I'm a doofus. But, I'm making up for it by, actually doing it. So today, I am very excited about what we are reviewing today. We are going to be taking a... Oh, I should also probably mention, I apologize for the lighting. There's not much I can do about it. I'm hoping for future videos I can, have a little bit better lighting. This is as best as I'm going to be able to get, at least for right this moment. But yeah, I am going to be reviewing the APC Toys Attack Prime, also known as Transformers Prime First Edition Voyager class Optimus Prime. Yep. He is mine. And oh my god, this guy is phenomenal. He has taken the top spot as my favorite Transformer I own in my collection. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's kick this off. So, this guy, as I said, this is one of APC Toys' release. They are a fourth-party company, so they took the Transformers Prime First Edition Voyager class Optimus Prime, and they made multiple different paint variations of him. Multiple versions of Optimus, Nemesis Prime. They're going to be releasing Shattered Glass Optimus. And yeah, they took that very elusive first edition Optimus Prime and remade him and re-released him, and he is amazing. And I'm so glad to finally own this mold. Anyway, let's kick things off. So, starting off with the head. Very nice paintwork on the head. Nice silver for the mouth plates and blue on the sides there. Some nice translucent blue eyes. Nice silver for the head crest. Very nice blue paint on the head. Really love how that looks. Translucent blue windshield with some detail behind that windshield, which is really cool. A lot of detail on his stomach area here. We got what I would assume are like the fog lights of his truck. We got what would be like the lights on his stomach, arms. Looking at, you can literally see the nice metallic flake in the paint. I love it. Autobot symbols on both shoulders, those are stickers. He comes with a set of a bunch of Autobot stickers. I don't have the sheet with me. I'd have to go find that. And they're not like foil stickers. They're literally like rub-on stickers. So these are on there, like, which I very much appreciate. Now, they are actually supposed to be up here, but I put them here. Don't judge me, okay? That's what they wore on the first edition Prime, so I put them there. Do not judge me. I'm fully aware that they are actually supposed to be up here. Yeah, nice blue for the legs, some nice silver and gunmetal on the legs there. Onto the back here. Very nice looking. He's super accurate with the CG model. Here's a picture of the CG model compared to this guy, and knowing that he transforms and he looks this accurate is phenomenal to me. Like, I love how accurate he actually is. And he transforms, which is so cool. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so it can do a full 360. It can look up a little bit, not much, but it can look up. It can look down a smidge. That's just due to the shape of his head. Arms can do a full 360. He does have a bicep rotation. Elbows can do a little bit over 90, like smidge over 90 degrees of bend. Does have a wrist swivel. Due to the shape of his hand, his wrist only turns one way, and it just turns that way. It doesn't, like, you cannot actually turn it the other way just due to the way his hand is shaped, but yeah. He kind of has a waist swivel, but that's more or less for transformation. It doesn't really look right whenever you rotate his waist. Legs can kick up that really high kicks there. Back about that far before his backpack gets in the way. Knees can do very nice 90-degree bend there at the knee. Legs can go in and out. He has ankle rotation back and forth. They do not swivel. And I guess he kind of has some toe articulation, but that's just mainly for transformation. So yeah, this guy is very poseable. And once you stand him, he is planted. Like, he will not flop over. For his accessories, he's got a lot of accessories. So, he comes with 2 of his ion blasters. Yeah, comes with 2 of them. They're exactly the same. These are just black, but that is okay. They were actually just black on the original first edition version. This specifically is the 4.0 version, which looks more or less like the first edition Optimus. They've done a more show accurate version. They've done multiple versions of Optimus alone, and I know one of them has silver with blue on the end, on the guns, I mean. Yeah, these are super accurate to Optimus's guns. Like, they look exactly like the show, and I love it. And this is not cheap plastic either, so awesome. Again, comes with 2 of those. He also comes with 2 of his blades, done in translucent blue. I do wish these were painted silver. Like, I would love it if it was painted silver and, like, a small bit of it was left blue. Camera is kind of being stubborn here. Let's move you out of the background so that way. There we go. I do wish it was like, at least the top part here was painted silver, and then the bottom was left translucent blue. And I wish this was painted silver, too. I mean, it looks good. I do like the way this looks. I just wish it was, you know, painted and not just translucent blue. That's my one issue there. My favorite accessory, he comes with the Star Saber. Yep, he comes with a big frickin' Star Saber. It is just, it's meant to be the powered down version, so it's just silver. I do want to get a blue version of it, because I know there are other versions of APC Toys Optimus come with the blue version. And I know in most of them the blade is removable. It is not removable on this one, as far as I know. That's unless it's just in there really tight, but yeah. Very nice paint on this. Nice silver, if I could get it to focus. There we go. Really nice silver paint for the blade. Some gold here. Really nice. This piece removes, and we will get to why in a little bit. And he comes with this little rod piece. This goes into Optimus's back, which I will demonstrate so he can have the Star Saber on his back. And the final accessory, he comes with an alternate head sculpt. A maskless head sculpt. And to put that on, a lot of people show that you would need to, you know, unscrew the back of the head. You don't actually need to do that. There is actually a much simpler and easier way to do it. So what you do, you rotate his head backwards, and you push forward. There you go, and you hear that click, and then it comes off. So, the way that works, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you can see the ball joint, you can see where the ball joint goes, and it actually slides forward, or backward, technically, but yeah. And then it just comes right off. And then to put the new head on, you put it on here. Oh, if I can... Okay, so you put it on. There's a little, like, essentially right under his chin there. And then you push forward. There it goes. And there you go. There is the Optimus with no battle mask, and that looks so accurate to how he looked in the show. We saw this look a lot in the show, so I'm really glad to see that included. Oh, one of his smokestacks came undone there. Okay. We'll leave his maskless head sculpt on. Okay, so for his accessories, for the gun, you just slot it into his hand, and I love how seamless this integrates. It literally looks like his hand has transformed into the gun, which looks so cool to me. And as for the blades, same concept. It just slots into his hand. Trying to do this through a camera is not easy. Okay. Now, the effect doesn't work as well just because it is translucent. You can visibly see his hand in there, which makes me wish it was painted, but it still looks good. And now for the Star Saber. So, this little end cap removes, so you can slot it into his hand. Now, there is something I wish that they did with this. I wish they either did some slight remolding to the Star Saber or slightly remolded his hands, because due to this piece here, it hits up against his hand because his hand is molded and his fingers are way too far out, so it won't go down all the way. You'd have to like rotate it and then slide it down, but then you'd have to rotate it, then slide it down, but then he's holding it at a very weird angle, and that just doesn't look good. So, in order for this to look good, it's just gonna be not fully in his hand, which kind of sucks, but not the end of the world. I just wish they remolded his hand slightly, or they molded the Star Saber a little bit differently, and then the end cap goes back on, and boom! There is Prime with the Star Saber. And that looks so cool. Now, for that little rod piece, this little piece here, in Optimus's back, you can see it right there. There's that little hole there, and that just sticks right in the back. You just give it a nice push. There you go. And then you can rotate it however you so please. And then the Star Saber just pops right on in. There we go. And now he's got the Star Saber on his back, just like in the show, which looks amazing, and I love it. You're gonna hear me say I love it a lot, and that's not sponsored by McDonald's. And it just pops out. Oh. And this just comes right out. That's in very secure. There we go. Okay. let us get on to transformation, shall we? Okay. So, this guy's got a very simple, yet very nice transformation. So, first thing you want to do, you want to take his little arm panels, rotate these out. You're going to then want to flip the hands down. You're then going to want to spin this. It's on a little rotation joint here. And there's this little port right there, and there's a small little tab right there, and you are just going to slot that in. Then do the same thing on the other side, and flip that down, tab that in, and then what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to rotate the biceps 180. Make sure to hold on to his shoulder so that way it doesn't you don't dislocate his arm. Okay. And that's all we're going to do there for now. Just do this with the feet. You just go boop. Yeah. Then what you want to do, you want to unpeg. So you want to unpeg the shoulder and then unpeg his chest. There's a little tab that holds his chest into place. You just want to go boop, boop. And then you want to put the two halves together here. And you want to rotate the shoulders up for now. Oh. Yeah, you want to rotate the shoulders up for now. Then what you want to do, you want to rotate the waist 180. You then want to bring these down. And then you want to connect the two halves. Make sure these are lined up right. There's a little slot here, and this will slot into there, and vice versa. So it's just gonna go like this. If I can even do it, that is. Come on. I'm trying to do this by looking through the camera. There we go. And there are these little tabs that'll... they're not lined up right. Come on. Hold on. Let me just do this off camera. I'm not used to looking through a camera while doing this. Sorry, guys. Why am I struggling? You know why? Because the camera's on. That's what I know that's the excuse every toy reviewer uses. But it's true. This never fights me. Why are you fighting me? There we go. So you want to have that going on. And then you want to rotate this up. And then there are these slots right here. These big tabs will go into. You want to line them up on both sides. That's one. And let's get the other side here. That's two. There we go. Then you got this weird look going on. Next thing you want to do, you want to rotate these, kind of get these out of the way. You want to bring these pieces down. Well, you want to rotate these out and then bring them down. And rotate this down. Okay, bring that out, bring that down for now. That's how that's going to sit for now. I got to point this out because this is so cool. In there, I don't know how you're going to be... There you go. They actually molded in a little interior. You can see the steering wheel in there. They did not have to do that, because you're never going to see it, but it's so cool that they did. They put a lot of care into this Optimus. And that's not something APC added. That was there always. You're going to flip the head in. That's how that's going to sit. You're going to want to take the front end of the truck and these little... Oh, okay, make sure his shoulder flaps are pushed all the way down. There's going to be this little seam right here, and this is going to slot right into there. Same thing on the other side. Boom. And then the front ends of the grill are going to tab together. Once again, that is an Autobot symbol sticker. I am so sorry about that, guys. I knocked my whole phone off my tripod by accident. I am so sorry about that. Moving on. Okay, so we got this going on. You're going to want to bring the legs up. You can now kind of push these panels down. You're going to want to bring these up. And these are going to slot together. Then they are on a double joint, so they are just going to collapse in right there. And then they are just going to slot in like that, and then tab down, and there you have that. Then, this is really cool. Oh, I forgot to mention this in bot mode. So there's a trailer hitch on this side. That would be inside of his leg. They molded in another trailer hitch on this side for symmetry in the bot mode, so there isn't a big hole there. I love that. I forgot to mention that. You want to flip out the trailer hitch, and then you want to tab these legs together, and then you want to bring the trailer hitch down and tab that in right there. Get everything oriented, and there you have APC Toys APC Toys Attack Prime in his truck mode. And he looks very faithful to how he looked in the show, as you can see there. Yeah. Looks really nice. Anyway, on the front here, again, we got that nice Autobot symbol sticker. They literally have a molded out cutout there for you to put that sticker. Nice gunmetal, nice gray plastic. That is not painted, but nice gray plastic for the grill. Blue, translucent blue plastic for the headlights. This is actually pretty cool because on the original first edition one, they had the translucent blue headlights. Now, they have made releases where it isn't translucent blue and they're actually painted, but still, the original Prime first edition Optimus had translucent blue headlights, so nice blue for the windshield there. Yellow for the fog lights. Just all around really nice looking. Wheels are just black, but they were on the original. The APC has done versions where the wheels are painted silver. Nice silver for the step up to get into the truck here. Taillights back here, not painted. Overall, he just looks amazing. And yeah, Hasbro knocked it out of the park when they made this guy, and APC Toys just took it and made it better. Here's the underside. Yeah, no, one of the key things I look for in alt modes is how many robot mode parts are visible. And because I've seen some alt modes where there's some very visible robot mode parts, and there are no visible bot mode parts whatsoever, or at least not that you could see. I mean, these are his legs. Like, and these are his shins. So yeah, everything seamlessly integrates. There are people who I remember watching MGo's review back in the day. There are people who were going nuts about the faux windshield. I don't care about faux parts. You gotta do what you gotta do. Also, I want to mention something. On the original first edition Optimus, the smokestacks were like a soft rubbery or not even a rubbery they were just rubber, so they were very flexible. Same thing with the blades. These are solid plastic, so yeah, these are fully solid plastic, so yeah, that'll make some people happy. Yeah, you can't really see inside there just because, well, his head's in there now, but yeah, you don't even see that interior dash, but it's there, which is so cool. You can even see the little rivets. Little rivets there. Yeah. So cool. So yeah. Looking amazing. For weapon storage, there is some weapon storage. Now you can only store the guns and the blades. You cannot store the Star Saber or the extra head or the rod or the sheath, because this guy initially only came with, this guy initially literally only came with one blaster and one sword. I mean, obviously now he comes with 2 of each now, but yeah. So to store them, what you're supposed to do, there's that little slot there and that little port. You're supposed to plug that in, and then that's just supposed to fit right there, as you can see. And then you're supposed to take the sword and do the same thing, except for it's going to be slightly off center there. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. It looks ridiculous. But then again, when does weapon storage not look... There's very few times where weapon storage doesn't look ridiculous. So, yeah. I think that's about it for this guy. Yeah. I think that's about it for this guy. Final thoughts. This guy is amazing. I cannot recommend this enough. You can get him on TF Safari. He is sold out on Show Z. I don't know if he's still on I don't know if he is still in stock on TF Safari. I'd have to go back and check. But if you can get this guy, or just any version of this mold, go for it, because this guy is superb and amazing. Like, this is my new favorite Transformers figure I own. And I do want to get some more of the APC stuff. I do plan on getting their Megatron. I also want to get their Cliff Jumper as well. I mean, I want them all, but obviously it's going to be hard to get some of them because, yeah. I want them to do a Bumblebee so bad, and I hope they do a Prime Bumblebee, because I will buy that in an instant. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of APC Toys Attack Prime, and I will see you all next time.